Hey. What's up, Facebook family and friends? Happy Thursday. Welcome in to my broadcast. I'm going to give it just a few minutes to see if I can get anybody to jump on with me. This is not my regular day to go live and broadcast on Facebook and YouTube. But I miss Monday. I normally go live on Mondays for a Monday money motivation. But Monday I was having technical difficulties. I couldn't get the whole thing to work. My computer was acting crazy. So I said, well, I'll just skip this Monday. But now that I've gotten that all straightened out and fixed, I am here. I am here on a thankful Thursday. And it is Think About It Thursday over here at TripleM Money Management Matters. That is my business. And I normally post on social media about something to think about on Thursdays. So as I was thinking about today, I'm always thinking, what can I share with my peeps for Think About It Thursday? God laid on my heart. He said, just go live. You need to go live because you ain't been live this week. So I said, okay, God, I'm going to go live and we're going to talk about this subject matter that's been on my mind. Actually, this whole week, it's been on my mind this week and last week because something happened to me, something I experienced this thing last week at my training. So, let me check and make sure I'm live. As you come into the broadcast, honey, go ahead and say, hey, girl, hey. Let me know that you're out there so I can say, hey, girl, hey, back. Oh, yeah, make sure I'm live. So go ahead and like and share the video, honey. Share the video out with your family and your friends, honey. Let them know that Lisa Stringer Bailey is on the book. Hey, Ricky Bailey. Hey, little man. That's my sonny boy checking in from the YouTube streets. He said, best money management expert you'll ever come across. Thank you so much, son. I appreciate that shout out and the vote of confidence. I appreciate you. So I'm going to share this over here to my group on Facebook at Manage Your Money Ma'am. Manage Your Money Ma'am is my private Facebook group where I share more in detailed information about financial literacy, about life insurance, about investing, about real estate, about stock market, all kind of goodies over there. So if you want to be a part of that group, I will post the link in these comments, honey. But you have to answer the questions, okay? Some questions because it's a private group. So I want to make sure that the group is the right fit for you and you are a right fit for me. So if you don't answer the questions, I cannot grant you permission to come into the group, okay? So that's the group. And then I'm going to also share this over with my business page. Now, my business page is TripleM Money Management Matters. That is my business. I am the owner and the creator. And what we do in TripleM is we educate and empower and motivate women on how to make more money, how to save more money, and most importantly, how to protect the money, honey. Yes, we are protecting our income and our money with life insurance. Yes, life insurance is not only a death benefit, it's also living benefits involved if you have the right policy. Now, there's so many different types of life insurance, and honey, that's what I educate on, the different types to have, what they're for, the good, the bad, the ugly of all of it. So follow me on my business page at TripleM Money Management Matters, and also follow me on YouTube. I am dual broadcasting on Facebook and on YouTube right now. So if you have not subscribed to my channel at Money Management Matters over on YouTube, honey, it's scrolling across the bottom of the screen. Go on over to YouTube, hit that subscribe and that notification bell so you know when I'm going live. Yes, and yes. Do all three, honey. Do all three. So, Appreciate it. So let me see. I'm gonna go ahead and share this too with my business page. Just give me 1 second to get that going. And then we'll be ready to rock and roll. We're going to get into this subject matter, honey. Today, if you read in the description of the video, I put in there that we are going to be discussing, think about it, Thursday. What did I say? We are discussing, hold on 1 second, let me read it. Let's chat about constructive criticism. Constructive criticism. Honey, child, the Lord has been dealing with me on this subject matter ever since last week when I was at my training. So I wanted to share it with you all. And I hope that it blesses you as much as it has blessed me. And of course, I have a Bible scripture, honey. I have a Bible scripture to match it because, anytime something's going on with me and I'm having some anxiety or some worries or I'm thinking about it really hard, I'm trying to figure something out, honey, I always go to the good book. That's the Bible. Yep. So I do use biblical principles in my money management coaching. And when I'm speaking to my clients, sometimes, I always like to talk about that because I truly believe without God and his guidance and prayer and listening and the Holy Spirit speaking to me and, of course, reading and understanding the Bible, I would not be where I am today in my finances, right? And I would not be doing what I am today because really, if you had asked me 10 years ago, just 10 years ago, if you would have asked me if I would be speaking about money management, money skills, financial literacy, or life insurance, honey, I would have told you, no. Because that ain't what I was thinking about. I was just trying to figure it out on my own, right? I was trying to figure it out myself. I was going through my own financial challenges, honey. I was just like, Lord, what's really going on? I was praying and then things started happening and God really started speaking to me. And then this is what he told me, my purpose. I talk a lot about what your purpose is, what your special skills are, what you can give to the world. And that's what God gave me. He gave me this. He gave me my business. He gave me TripleM. He gave me the knowledge, the education that I needed to come out of the financial situation I was in. And then when I got into life insurance, that all stemmed from personal experiences as well that I went through. And I had to ask God, why am I going through this? Why is this happening? And then that's God told me, it's because I need you to share your experiences, to share your testimony with the world about what you've been through so that other people would not have to go through the same thing. Ain't that what testimony is about? When something happens to you and you go through a situation and you come out on the other side of that situation and you learn from it, then you have to have a testimony. You're supposed to share that information with the rest of the world. And that's what God has told me to do. So I try to be obedient and, do what thus said the Lord. So we're going to talk about constructive criticism. Now, listen. How should I start this? And if anybody comes in and want to chime in, please do. I really would like your feedback on this. And I also place a post out there because a lot of times I get more engagement with posts than I do with my videos. But the question on the table is, how do you take constructive criticism? Do you feel a little way about it? Do you feel kind of slighted? Or do you feel upset? Do you feel like somebody is raining on your parade? Do you feel like you're doing the best you can, or you thought you was doing something right, but then someone comes along and start criticizing what you're doing? How do you feel? Does it make you mad? Does it get you upset? Does it burst your bubble where you don't want to do it anymore? Well, for me, this is just my personal testimony. when I have received constructive criticism. Now let's just do this first now. Criticism versus constructive criticism. Sometimes criticism can come off negatively. It could come off as you talking down to people. It could come off as people telling you you don't know what you're talking about, or you ain't that smart, or you ain't that good at what you do, or you don't know how to raise your kids. You're not raising your kids right. You're not punishing them right. Or if let's just say it's at your workplace. If your supervisor come to you and say, the work that you've been doing is not stellar work, it's not A+ work, you used to do A+ work and now it's down to C work, whatever. Or if it's production, maybe you used to do 100, you used to move 100 pallets, but now you're only moving 5. So they're criticizing you because you're not doing as much. Or let's say, for instance, you are running your own business. You're running your own business and you are trying to market your business. You're trying to get your product out in front of people. And now with social media, we're all trying to do that as business women or business persons. We're trying to do what we can to let people know that we in business, and if we're in business, we're not going to make any money. Our business is not going to grow if we don't let people know that we have a business or what the product is that we're trying to sell. So you're doing what you think is right or whatever. Then you have people, especially on social media, because people got to throw their 2 cents worth into the comments about how you running your business, right? About how you marketing your business, right? Or how you looking, or how you working, or whatever the case may be. So that's negative criticism. Okay. Now, for me, if it was me, I want people to come to me in a loving type of way. I feel like constructive criticism is from a loving place, right? From a place where I am telling you this because I want you to do better, because I want you to win, because I want to help uplift you, up level you, right? So if you have a criticism with me, this is just me talking, this is my personal experience. I want you to come to me lovingly. Okay. So bring me to the side now. This is another thing. Last week, the experience I had last week in my training class, one of my trainers, one of my instructors, one of my teachers kind of called me out on the carpet, what they call them out on the carpet, and made an example of me because I did not know a specific process in my business, right? Because I went to training for my business. I went to training for insurance, right? So he called me out on it. And, I felt the kind of way. I was like, really? This how you doing? This how you teaching me? This is the criticism? I understand if I didn't know, yeah, set me straight, but don't do it in a negative, downgrading, in front of the class kind of way, So I was a little upset about that. And so I had to think about it. I had to pray about it. And that's when God gave me, it was constructive criticism. Now, the teacher, just on a side note, did come to me after the class and apologize because he could tell I was a little ill. I was a little upset about that, But he was telling me about how, it's supposed to be constructive criticism. It's supposed to help me in my business, help me up level. Like I just said, help me to do better, to be a better business person, to be a better businesswoman, to be a better insurance agent. So after he explained it to me, then I understood, then I felt a little better about the situation. My whole thing was, if you're going to come to somebody with some criticism, if you're really trying to help that person, if you really want to show them a better way of doing something, bring it to them in love. Bring it to them in a loving, compassionate, caring type of way. And then don't do it out in the public. Don't do it on social media. That's one thing, because I saw it happen just the other day. That was a second instance of some criticism in this week. So that's why I was like, what, Lord, what's going on? I need to talk about this. So I'm talking about it tonight. Don't do it on social media. Okay. The thing to do, if you see somebody doing something on social media that you don't completely agree with, that you may not even understand, then what I would say is get in that person's DM. Okay. Direct message, private message. PMDM mean private message. Okay. And say, let me holler at you for a minute. Hey, Arnetta, thank you for chiming in, girl. Thank you for joining. How you doing this evening? Arnetta said, right. Okay, right. I don't mind the criticism. I don't mind the coaching. Because look, here's my coach on here. Hi, Teresa Wright Johnson. That's one of my business coaches, honey, of Mom Biz Boss. Listen, and she coaches me all the time, but I don't feel any kind of downgraded way. I don't feel like she's downgrading me. I don't feel like she's telling me I'm doing something wrong. I'm stupid. I don't know what I'm doing. She comes to me with coaching in a loving, constructive, educational way, right? So thank you for that, Teresa. So what I'm saying is I saw it on social media of one of my social media friends, and they felt the kind of way. So then they started talking about it on social media. And I'm thinking to myself, why? Why are you talking about this on social media? Talk about it in the DM. Pull the person to the side and say, listen, this is what I think you're doing wrong. Maybe you should go about it this type of way. I love you. I care for you. I want to see your business grow. I want to see your business win. How about this? Give suggestions. How about giving some suggestions sometime? You said take them to the side and tell them like we would want to be treated. Exactly. And then give them some ideas. Give them some different type of ideas that has worked for you, especially if you're a business owner, right? And you have found success in business. If you want to try and help your fellow business person, your friend, give them some ideas. And Teresa is very good at that, giving people ideas about their business. Thank you, Teresa. You know what you're doing. You are telling the truth tonight. I have a friend I see doing all sorts of stuff. Okay. All I'm saying is be nice, be loving with your constructive criticism. It's okay to have criticism. It's okay to have your opinion because everybody got one. Everybody got one. But do it in love, okay? And so with that, I wanted to bring that back around to what I do. Now, I am your money manager. I am your life insurance professional, right? So when I talk to my friends, my clients, even my family members about life insurance, I try to tell them the benefits of having life insurance in their money plan, okay? I'm not just telling them because I am trying to make money, which, I'm in a business, so I'm going to make a little money off of it, but I'm doing it because I care about you, because this is something that I did not have in place for four, not one, not two, not three, but four of my family members that have passed on now, okay, that left this earth with no life insurance. So all they left behind for the family, one of them being me, because it was my father, was a bill, was a obligation, was stress and de-stress on trying to figure out how to, send my father home, bury final expenses, final things, with what, because I didn't have anything. I didn't have the policy. So when I go to people, and I wrote this down because, honey, y'all know I get all the excuses. I made a post about that today. When I tell people, I need you to stop procrastinating on this, okay? This is not negative criticism. This is constructive criticism. I'm telling you, why are you waiting? Why are you waiting when you know this is something that you need? You know that you don't have it in your finances. And then, God forbid, something happened to you tomorrow and then you don't have it. Okay, that's constructive criticism. I'm not criticizing you because you don't have it in place, but I'm giving you some constructive, some education, some knowledge that you need to have it in place just in case something happens to you tomorrow. Second thing I tell people, you nor me nor you is a fortune teller. None of us know when our time is going to come, right? So a lot of us go around here living like we know when we're going to die. Okay? We could die tonight. And if we die tonight, are you financially prepared? Do you have life insurance for your family to take care of your final expenses? Do you have anything that you can leave for your children and your children's children? Okay? We're not fortune tellers. That is not a negative criticism, but it is a constructive criticism. It's education, it's knowledge. I'm trying to get you to think about it. And again, number 3 thing I put was we don't know if we're going to die tomorrow or not. Okay. So we're not fortune tellers. So when I tell people this, I don't want people to take it as bad, negative criticism. Okay. I'm doing it with love. I'm doing it because I care. I'm doing it because I don't want nobody else to go through what I've been through. Because I feel like truly God has gave me this mission, this purpose is to tell people about it. So let's go to the book, honey. We're going to go to the book and then we're going to get on out of here. The scripture reference that I found for giving constructive criticism is, let's go to Proverbs 15 and 31. And this is the NIV version. And I'm going to read it to you. Proverbs 15 and 31. Y'all know Proverbs is the book of wisdom and knowledge, honey. So everything in Proverbs is the word, is the truth, right? So whoever, that's you, that's me, whoever heeds life-giving correction. So God calls it correction. Criticism. Constructive criticism is just correction. It's taking some information that somebody is giving you to make corrections in your life, to make corrections in your finances, to do better in your life, in your finance, to make better decisions in your life and in your finances, right? Will be at home among the wise. Okay? God just wants us to be wise. He wants us to be knowledgeable. He wants us to take the information that's being given to us through the world, through the word, and apply it. Apply it to your life. Apply it to your circumstances. Apply it to your businesses. Apply it to your finances. Apply it to raising your children. Apply it to working on your job. Whatever it is that you have going on in your life, and you get some correction or some criticism about it, take it positively so that you will be among the wise. Yes, housing and insurance need to be paid first. Yes. It needs to be one of the first things that's being paid. Mandatory. It's mandatory. It's not something that should be a second choice. It's not something that should be laid back on the back burner. Maybe I get it. Maybe I won't. So listen, read that verse, honey, and pray about it. Ask God to give you his understanding for you to understand it the way he's giving it to you. Let's read the King James Version. It says, the ear that heareth the reproof of life abideth among the wise. So hear, listen, and that's another thing. When you hear some criticism, don't take it negatively all the time. I know sometimes it's the way the person give it to you. So I do say that because last week that teacher gave it to me badly, so I took it badly. But try to put it in your mind as you're listening, and try to take it, positively as you can. But listen, for me and what I do and what I educate on, I do it, teach things for your for you to listen so you can understand and have more knowledge in your finances. Oh, yeah. Okay. I already showed that, Teresa. So that's all I wanted to share with y'all tonight. I do know it's a touchy subject, but I feel like if we take criticism and take it with love, give it with love, and take it with love, that we can have, better communication between each other. We can have a better life. We can take the information, we can apply it, and we can see the good in the criticism. Just take it, apply it, implement it, and see how it works for you. See how it works for you. Don't take it so negatively. Don't take it negatively, but just take it as, yeah, I need to do better in that area. A lot of times when people criticize you, it could be true, it could not be true. But again, I would say, think about it, pray about it, ask God, was this criticism really truly for me? Or was that person just trying to be a little, how we can be snooty or trying to bring me down? Just let God answer that for you. And then another thing is, don't snap back at people when they try to give you a little criticism, or they try to steer you in a better direction. Again, pray about it. Ask God, what does he have you to do? Okay, I always come back to that. So take that and see if it's helpful for you with constructive criticism. So that's what I wanted to share with you guys tonight. Hopefully it helped you out in any kind of way. So until next time, I pray you all have a wonderful rest of your evening. And listen, if there is anything that I can help you with as far as your money management, saving, investing, retirement, life insurance, get in touch with me. I will put the link to my calendar in the comments. I am here for it all. I want to make sure that everyone I'm connected with is sufficiently covered in life insurance. That's the most important thing that I have for you, is just to share my story, share my experiences, so that you don't have to go through what I went through financially, right? You want to make sure that you have things in line, things in place, so that it comes time for a loved one that leaves unexpectedly, or the even ones that have lived a long life. We all have to die. We all going to go home one day. So we just want to be prepared for it. We need to be prepared. All right. So with that said, thank you all who was on here with me live. I appreciate y'all. Anybody catch this on the replay, honey, hit that hashtag replay. Let me know you rolled through, so I can say thank you for stopping by and catching that replay, honey. I appreciate y'all so much. You all have a wonderful evening, and I will see you later in these social media streets. All right. Good night.